All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday morning. Now, there's been rumors, right? These people, it's been talk for a long time on YouTube. These people that come into our chats try and drive you crazy or whatever. Suicide squads is what I labeled them. And I think now the government is finally taking these people out. They're rounding them up. Uh, And I've even been a victim of it, with the Delphi case, the Summer Wells case, and all these cases, you know, I've even been a victim of these people coming into our chats and trying to drive you crazy. So, finally, right? They're bringing in people to track these people down, hunt them down, whatever you want to call it, and get rid of them, right? Finally. How many people did they cause to kill themselves or go crazy? Some of these people already had mental illnesses, and these people played uh, on that and drove people nuts, right? And some people did defend themselves and attack. Now, if you ask me, this whole Delphi case, that whole area down there should be swept and clean of the corruption. It's unbelievable, you know, unbelievable what some of these people did just to be number one uh, on YouTube in the Delphi case. It was unbelievable. And we've seen that also in the Summer Wells case, right? We're seeing the same thing in the Summer Wells case now. Who's taking the lead in the Summer Wells case, right? They want to be the top Summer Wells case YouTuber or whatever. So these people literally have been attacking people through alt accounts, fake accounts, uh, sending people from their channels into other people's channels that get too close to the truth, and they end up attacking them. Some of these people have been caught. I know it's crazy, but using magic and voodoo and stuff like that, uh, sacrificing animals and stuff, and that's how it starts, right? This magic stuff. Then it goes into sacrificing. They start with the animals, and then humans are next. And that's what we've seen in Delphi and down south in Indiana. And it's just horrible. You got a serious problem when all these other detectives are coming to Indiana down south down there, and they're connecting the dots from other crimes uh, to these YouTubers or people down there. So what they attacked us because we were too close to it. That's why people got attacked, right? Now, whether it was government or not, whether it was the authorities or not trying to divert people away, it's too late now. Now the team has been assembled, and you folks have been labeled suicide squads, just like a terrorist squad, just like, you drove people nuts. Trump couldn't have said it better. They made a grab for the money, right? And no one was going to get in their way. You got too many people that look alike, right? You got the Sullivan, Jimmy Sullivan, whatever that dude Sullivan's name is, who looked like the captain, who looked like the Hoosier. I think they're all three were probably the same people, or they hung around with each other or whatever. Very devious what we are seeing down there in Delphi. And I can't believe it's gone this far, really. But like I said, they've come to get these people. They drove people crazy to the brink where they're saying, well, some of these guys killed themselves. Well, I wouldn't doubt it. And when you got video recording or telephone recordings of you actually reporting this, or people reporting it to the police, and then they never followed up on it. right? They never followed up on it. There was many involved in the Delphi case. If you folks haven't figured out that it was a big club or trafficking ring, a bunch of pedo, sicko, drug banging crazies, then that's your fault. Now they're doing the best they can to try and cover it up, uh, and they're even shooting cops, right? They're even, cops are even shooting each other. So the team has been assembled, I imagine, from the government, and they've come to take out these suicide uh, YouTubers. They've gone nuts. They will do anything to be number one. They will do anything to cover up their tracks. These people implicated themselves of being there at the crime scene, some of them. Uh, and they also implicated themselves by saying they were being initiated into a club, biker club or whatever, or some club down there, whether it's biker, whatever it is, cartel, whatever. But they've come, and they've come to take care of the problems that we all been having. Right? It stretches all the way up north here. Even it was even in the, they made a giant bust in LaGrange a couple years back. I think it was 4 or 5 years, maybe longer than that. With a meth ring, a bunch of bikers, bunch of weapons, bunch of women that was linked to prostitution, and like 50 pounds of meth. That was some biker club or something, or someone connected to some biker club. So this is all. I don't know what's going. What do I think? I think Indiana should not be allowed to have any kind of weaponry. They're dumber than doornails, and it's so corrupt that the cops are even killing each other. So the team's assembled, right? The government's had enough. Federal government has had enough. Society, citizens have had enough of it. And the team was assembled, right? Now, does anybody have anything? No, there's nothing Trump can do. Trump was here himself, and he got the hell out of here, and now he knows I didn't know. Well, of course you didn't know. You think they were going to tell you that, Trump? You would have never came to Indiana, right? You would have never came to Indiana. So, like I said, these are some these are above Oval Office and everything. These guys that were assembled. The civilians are tired of the human trafficking, these organizations and everything. They're just sick of it. And these YouTubers that wanted to be on top, and they did very bad stuff to people to cover up that they were involved in the Delphi shit. And that was enough to piss people off. For one, the bikers were pissed because they were getting blamed. The syndicate, mafia, and the cartels, they're tired of getting blamed for it. Right? Hell, I even went to bat for the mafia. There was no way the mafia killed them 2 little girls. Mafia don't act that way. They would have killed the family, right? The parents, never the kids. And they got a bad rap. I went to bat for them. I was like, there ain't no way the mafia did that. It's against every rule. And these people tried to blame them down there. So what do I think? Oh, I think you got an ass whooping coming down there in Delphi, Indiana. I could tell you that. And I think they got the right team, and let the team go. Let them go on these YouTubers. These guys have already confessed that they belong to organizations, and they had a hand in this. Now, whether the state down there covered it up because some of these people were related to lab people and police and fire department and all that, that's their problem. Okay? That's their problem, not ours, not the civilians. And the civilians run the show now, right? The civilians, the citizens run the show. And you work for the citizens and the people. Okay? You just can't come out. We're going to rush you because you said something bad about it. Don't work that way. That's called corruption when police use force and stupid things they do. They break the laws themselves. Now, even the Indiana police departments are under the dissecting table. And, you can call Trump all you want. This is above Trump, people. There's only certain, Trump's hands are tied. There's only so much Trump can do. And Trump had no idea this shit was going on. Why? They lied to him. They lied to him. Why? Well, I don't know. It's Mike Pence's hometown. You think they were going to let Mikey take the rap or anything or make him look like it? No. No, that Trump had no idea what the kind of sick stuff. Trump probably got sick from going down there. I told Trump, I told everybody, they're making their own anthrax down there, and cooking up their own ricin, right? They're boiling castor beans and extracting the oils out of it. And everyone thought it was a joke. I bet you they hit them down there in Indiana. They probably did. So what's going on? I don't know, man. Bring him in. Right? Trump, give us some backing up here. We asked Texas, we'll support Texas with the borders and everything, but we need some help up here with these pedos and these corrupt people and everything. It's either that or they can open up their checkbooks and pay the money and pay restitution to the civilians of Indiana or let the team go down there, Trump. You know the team, Trump. They're the baddest of the bad. The ugliest of the ugliest. Let them go down there and handle it, Trump. Send them all into Indiana. All of Indiana is pretty much screwed, right? And what's sad is now they're connecting the churches and these occults and stuff to this madness that's going on in Indiana. So what do? Let the team come in, shut your mouths, let them come in and handle these bad boys, right? The tough guys, the boys with the big boys and the toys and all the big numbers and the YouTubers and everything. Let them come in and let them do their job. If these guys want to shoot at our team will put them in the ground. And that's no joke. And I think you can probably call the White House and ask Trump about that. He knows that this team ain't messing around. And I don't blame him. I want to applaud the government that assembled the team that said we've had enough of your madness. And let them go down there. Let them go down there down south. Let them go down there. Don't get in their way and let them handle it. These it's a biker team. All right, bring in the other bad boys. And let them duke it out. Let them go at it. Bring in the baddest of the bad and let them go at it down there. These guys want to be big boys and with big toys and power. That's how they got away with it, Trump. You know that as well as I do. Everybody, we're dumb. That's right. On paper, we're idiots. But we ain't that dumb on the streets. And the streets say they let this happen because, well, somebody within the government at that time was running the show down there. Bring them in, let them go. You got a problem, Trump, in your country. And I know it keeps you up at night. You know you're going to have to handle the tyrants in this country. And you're going to have to use the military. And you're going to have to use our teams. And these teams have no affiliations with bikers, gangs, mafias, or anything. These guys have taken the oath. to be the best of the best, and they would never do anything to the American citizens. And I'm really sorry about that, but I'm applauding these guys that had put this whole thing, thousands of them. They're ready to come in, right? Because they were taunting us. They were coming into our chats, driving us completely effing crazy, using magic, demonic demons, Odin's, witchery, sorcery. We're going to unleash them down there, down south. I'm really, really sorry, but we are backing them because we are tired of being stole from. We're tired of being bullied, tortured, threatened. If you don't go along with the program, you're going to lose all your benefits and everything. They poisoned people. They literally went nuts. Bring them in. We are also creating the biggest military on YouTube to watch these people. They're tyrants and terrorists. They might not have turbans on. These are domestic, not foreign. They're right here in your backyard. And they have been killing many. That probably is what's going on down there where they found the 5,000 bones down in Indiana, down south. Yeah. So let the team do their job. And yes, they are going to go after some of these police. They're going to go after some of these politicians. Stay out of their way. If you see a black chopper, and if you see people ziplining from there, you best stay away from that area. Okay? We've been running missions, dry runs. That everybody, oh my God, Apaches, stay away. This has been going on. We've been training for this, even for a nuclear explosion and everything. Stay out of their way and let this team do their job. Okay? Now, I know a lot of you people are pissed. I am too. I'm a victim of these madmen myself. But like I said, there's only one way that's going to stop that. And it's either they're going to open their books and their checkbooks and they're going to make restitution, or the team's coming in and there ain't nobody that's going to be able to stop God's team. You understand? You can try and stop them. You ain't going to win. This has been planned for a long time. We've been attacked for a long time. We've even tracked them up here in the northern peninsulas, spanning all the way down south and all the way up north. It's going to happen. Trump knows it's going to happen. And he's having a hard time with it. But Mr. Trump, you made the best decision. Stay out of it and let the team handle it. All glory goes to God. And we've had enough about this Delphi crap in Indiana. We solved the case 50 times over. And we got recordings of people calling into the police and reporting it and everything, and nobody did nothing, no follow-ups. What you got is a corrupt state, and what that means is you bringing in the tape. And anyone gets in their way, it's over with. And we're talking, we'll use heavy, heavy, heavy shit. That's the price of war. And you have sacrificial people, and they're casualties of war. We all know that. We've had family members that went into the wars, and they were casualties of war. So, stay off my movie set. Stay out of my life. Quit trying to get people to commit suicide and drive them nuts and attacking them in their chats. Right? Not, there was a lot they didn't tell Trump. Trump's pissed. I would be pissed too. Trump said, he told me, hey, I had no idea. Of course they wouldn't tell you. ain't going to tell you they're raping and pillaging and holding people hostage and using voodoo and magic and witchery. You think they're going to tell you that, President Trump? No, they're not. They're not. Just sit back in that Oval Office, sir, and let us handle it. All right? We'll make sure these people down south don't ever try and pull a fast one on the citizens of the United States of America. And there's warrants for these judges, police officers, YouTubers, and these are civilian warrants. Yeah. I told you. I told you. There ain't nobody's going to court for shit. This is all going to be done underneath the rug. You just sit back in that Oval Office, President Trump. You let us handle it with our big toys, big boys, and national disaster master bastard weapons that we've got. And yeah, we're supplying the rest of the world with weaponry, but we're keeping the best for ourselves, sir. We're not dumb. And I feel horrible. I really feel horrible. But you should have never put a motorcycle club gang to hunt down some of us because we got too close to their little club. That was the most stupidest thing. Yeah, now I know what they're going to do, Trump. They're going to try and say, well, we're rolling thunder. You're rolling out of this town, or you're going to be rolling somewhere else. I don't know what you're going to do. You could roll your way everywhere you want to. But you ain't walking away from this one. Right? They're not walking away from it. They got restitution to pay. And they screwed up. You sit back in that White House, President Trump. Let the civilians handle these idiots. Let the team handle these idiots. And like I said, yeah, some of them police killed each other. Right? Yeah, that was part of the Delphi thing. Yeah, corruption within the own force, within the own thing, within the justice system, releasing photos of an ongoing case and everything. Yeah, it's all corrupt. I wouldn't doubt it if they did down there hit Trump when he came into Indiana. So much shit down there, people passing out and everything. If it ain't the fentanyl, it's this dang ricin they're cooking up down there, or the anthrax. So sit back, call in the team, and anybody gets in their way, thump them. Right? Well, America's had enough of this bullshit Delphi shit. Right? It's a proven fact there was many involved, and some of them were affiliated with the authorities, and that's why everything was covered up. That's probably why a lot of your tests came. You got these YouTubers out there claiming that they had family working in the labs and everything. It's no wonder you got a body count down there, and no one can figure out anything when you're rigging everything. When you're rigging everything, it's no wonder. And then throw on, well, these people are backing them and they got millions of dollars. It's no wonder your body count is huge. You got little kids missing down there and young women being kidnapped and killed and everything down there. 30 people down there that they think is affiliated with that. And then you got the 5,000 bones they found on that property, which they think there's 30,000 bones. It was a dumping field. So you just sit back. Let the best of the best of the best of the best handle it. Right? We reported these people. Nothing was done. Millions of people have been reporting these YouTube Delphiers or whatever that have just gone nuts. They've gone completely nuts. And it don't help when you got police backing them, right? Yeah, that's called corruption, and it's over with. Yeah. And they connected it to all the way up north here, Michigan, to other states. Other states are coming to Indiana saying, well, we connected this case to these dudes here and this club and crew, gang, whatever you want to call it. You know, come on. Come on, man. Are you that dumb or that corrupt, Satan? Which one are you? Right? You going to sit back and let this happen? As the president of the United States, I probably wouldn't. I probably would have hit him and hit him hard. Sent a message, we ain't messing with this shit no more. And if you got to use the D75 laser, go ahead. Right? Hit him with that. Don't worry about it. It won't damage my. It'll fry him, cook him like a bologna. But other than that, they'll be all right down there. There'll be no destruction of any buildings or anything. But let's get this show on the road. And I would be the same way, right? Live and let live. That's how I lived my whole life. Walk away from the madness. We did. But when they come to your chat and they come to your town and threaten you, you got to open up. You use whatever you have to. And I'm really sorry that some of these people died, but hey, they caused it. They caused it. They blamed people that had nothing to do with it, and they got their asses served. Not in no corrupt justice system. You wouldn't catch me in it. They all wanted me to, we need you to get a license with us so you can get into the courtroom. Screw you and your corrupt courtrooms. Court is for rich people. The streets are for the poor. I'm an effing citizen. I don't need no effing card, a special card to walk into any court that I own. And don't ever forget that government. The citizens own everything. The government owns nothing. Zero, zilch. Everything was paid by the American taxpayer and the working man. Government, you got nothing. It all belongs to the citizens of the United States of America. Every deadly weapon, every deadly chemical, anything you can think of belongs to the United States citizens of America. Now they've threatened that I've got biker clubs looking for me. I got all these people looking for me and everything. I don't care. I'm poor. Always been poor. Been used my whole life. Made quadrillions for certain people. If you think I give two craps, you're really mistaken. You poisoned me. You killed me. You've done so much. And I turned away. I didn't attack anybody. I sat here and planned and waited. Let the team do their job, President Trump. Sit back and relax. They wanted this massive war. They wanted this madness. They wanted to be number one. Let them be number one. Let them taste victory as we pull the rug from their feet. Now, you sit back in that Oval Office, sir, And I need you to give me a couple squads out there that we're going to go ahead and let handle. I think you had a great idea there with bringing in some of these teams to protect certain people and to go after these people. Uh, keep the cameras rolling. Get all the footage. You got problems down south there. You got a bunch of bodies in a dumping ground for probably many serial killers or this organization that's down there, and that's where they've been dumping the bodies. How are you going to explain that to people? We got over 5,000 bones or 30,000 bones. We don't know how many people are down there. You know, they found Halloran's bones. They found Hanson. They found, uh, uh, many bones down there that they're saying that these people were affiliated with some kind of a thing, and that's their dumping ground. That's where they were dumping all the bodies. Right? Big problem. Big problem. Big problem. And the people and the citizens demand justice. Not through the courts, because our own president is telling us that the courts and the justice system is corrupt. Why would we ever want to go into their corrupt courtrooms? Why would we ever want to be a part of their corruption? Nothing is more powerful than the civilians and the citizens of the United States of America. And we've about had enough of it. Witchery and sorcery and trafficking. Hell, Trump, they caught a church down there that had stockpiled of DMT in the basement of the church. You're gonna have to make the call on it. Till then, let the team come in and let them do their jobs. These big tough bikers, I look at. Oh, you think they're tough? You think they're crazy? Oh, wait till you meet these guys coming. You're gonna wish you never did. Yeah, they're not playing around. No, and then the whole thing with Indiana not allowing these other people to buy the billboards in Indiana, they're sucking the life out of us. Cannabis stores are no longer to do that, rent the billboards. Well, there goes millions and millions and millions of dollars out of Indiana. How much? Millions and millions that we could be using for these roads out here and to clean our water. And then and to clean up the hazmat from all the bull crap that these people created down south with their secret societies and gangs and clubs and everything. How does your intel team not let you know about this stuff, Trump? That's my how did he come into Indiana and not know what was going on down south? How did he not know anything about any of this madness and the corruption? I don't know. Maybe he did, and that's how he got sick. Wasn't long after that, after he visited Indiana, they said, something's wrong with him. I would imagine so. They've hit us all. They've hit us all, even up here. This whole thing, they're watching you. Don't worry, everybody else. We're too late. Too effing late. They've already killed us all. Now the only thing is to get the team together and, they want to threaten people. Rolling Thunder. Rolling Thunder ain't going to be shit here pretty soon. Not if they do what they're doing in Venezuela here. Uh, and now you're going to have to kiss his ass out there in Venezuela, Trump, because see, this man did this whole thing to clean his complete country up so he can have people come to it, so he could tell people, look at what we did. We refused to let Satan run the show. And he locked them all up. Oh, they're saying it's probably one of the safest countries now in the world. It was like a fifth world country. And it's one of the safest now, they're saying. You're going to have to make a deal with him, Trump. You're going to have to kiss his butt for doing what no one could do. And the only way he did it was with military. Nah, don't worry about it. It's going to be, they can, like I said, the civilians have put warrants out, President Trump, for these officers, court people, numerous people. You had, Trump, you had people down there on government property, on our beloved courtyard, as this Delphi thing was going on. What did they have? Weapons on them, and they were not escorted off of the property. They had weapons on courtyard property. What a shame. You're asking for trouble when you got people on your courtyard front lawn with weapons, right? What a mess. Let the team come in and do their jobs and don't get in their ways. And you can send all these boys down to Gatorville. Let them try and get out of there. Trump's already told them, we filled this whole thing, but alligators. And he ain't lying. Go ahead, try and get out of there. Yeah. I think it's coming. So, I'm sorry they lied to you, government down there, or the government knew, and they covered it up because it was too deep, and they knew it caused too much trouble, and they covered this whole madness up and let people think that everything's perfectly. It was all made up. It ain't going away, President Trump. This stain on Indiana is not going away. It ain't going away. They continue to harass us, attack us in our chats, make fake reports and everything on us. It's horrible. Horrible. They literally are using magic, witchery, and sorcery. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. How can these people even say? How could they even be involved in it? They're saying, oh, that one judge is the witch of all witches. How are you letting this happen in a government? I'm tired of seeing veterans cry. How did this happen, Johnny? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. And don't tell me I haven't been down to Fort Wayne Veterans Hospital, Trump. My family was veterans in wars. I had to take them there. I had to listen to these guys. They're upset. They're pissed. Who knows what they did to me, Trump? Who knows what these people did, this whole world, even my own family. If the price is right, they'll sacrifice their own children just to cover up their goddamn bull crap. If the price is right, they'll kill their own kids. Unreal. Well, the American people have spoken. We're tired of the madness. This should have been handled a long time ago. The day they thought they were going to get away with murder and attacking me was the day they decided that they were going to try and take over all of Indiana. And it ain't working, Trump. It ain't working. A lot of people pissed off out here. UFOs, shut your mouths. I'm going to tell you like they told me as I was dug out of the ground. You're lucky to be alive. You shut your mouths. There are no UFOs. They're nothing. All that shit you're seeing, keep your mouth shut. There's only so much someone could take. And when they are in charge of the biggest, baddest shit, and you piss them off, and you try and kill them and rape and pillage their country, you got troubles coming. And you think your little pews are going to save you. I'm telling you, you're living in a fantasy world, people. You're living in times of old. We are so far advanced than you, your pews. Oh, you'll be able to use them, but they're not going to have any effect. We're going to be showing you new mind-altering devices where these people will literally turn around and kill themselves. You messed with the wrong people. And what I mean by mind-altering is just that. Wait till you see what's coming. You people will think you're going to be doing it, but literally you'll turn your guns on each other and kill yourselves. All glory goes to God, always on this channel. No glory goes to the devil. And what a movie it's going to be. What a movie it's going to be. You just sit back there. Don't worry about it. You got enough on your plate and everything. You just let these boys come in there and everything. You let them UFOs fly around down there. Don't you worry about a dang thing. Right? But don't worry. The sky will light up and everything. It'll just go crazy. We will not damage any buildings. Therefore, because we don't want to have to pay to rebuild them. So, I don't know if you heard or not, but America's in bad shape and we need to rebuild. I know. People are pissed. Why is this country over here? Their whole country looks beautiful, but we're the greatest country. Well, I don't know. You talk to them people there. I don't know. We're just workers. We're just the ones that built the homes, laid the concrete, paved the roads, did the electrical work and everything like that. Right? Because the real Masons don't know how to do it. That's why they come to us. We need you to build this. Well, build it yourself. We don't know how. Well, therefore, you're not a real Mason. You're one of the money guys that were put in because you have money. You don't know how to build a damn thing. Nothing. You ain't nothing. That's why they come to us, Trump. They're men in black robes that couldn't build nothing. Couldn't build a cardboard box if they wanted to. Mine's the size of a pea. Right? The only thing they got is power in numbers. That's it. They're dumber than doornails. Well, there you go, Mr. Trump. Let the team come in and let them do whatever. We got warrants for everybody. The United States citizens have warrants for all these people. Every single one of them. Even these YouTubers in this whole dramatic mess. That's right. It was just a matter of time. And they knew it. And they knew it. But now we also need to get ready because we got some national disasters coming to America. Right? We got to be ready. No way around it. We got to be ready. You're going to have a bunch of dust and stuff coming into America pretty soon from Africa. And we got to get ready for that. Your air quality is going to go down. We got to get ready for the volcanoes, earthquakes, and tornadoes. Okay? And thunderstorms that are actually creating some of these wildfires. We got to get ready. We need put in neighborhoods with water cannons, right? You want to save money? Well, I'm going to save you money. We'll be able to downsize our fire department with water cannons within the community. It'll take out all the fires. Right? These are big water cannons. I would get a hold of that fire department guy that created that sprinkler. I would get a hold of him. I would pipe it in and have him start putting them sprinklers out in our wilderness. And I would even put them sprinklers in communities. If it's got a 500-foot or 1,000-foot circumference, I would be putting them sprinkler heads within our communities and neighborhoods. See, we're way ahead of you guys. You guys want to think in the 1800s. We're in 3035 already. Way ahead of you. Get with the program, America, or you're going to literally watch it burn away, dry up and burn away. And it's very sad because these things could be fixed. We're complaining about this. We're complaining about that. Don't worry. We're working on drones. We'll be able to cut down on our police department. We're working on drones, unmanned everything. We're going to be able to cut down on our military. We're working on bringing in pumps and water cannons and sprinklers, and we're going to cut down on everything. Save you money. That's what it's all about. I mean, you're taking money from us. We're retards. We're people on Social Security. We ain't got half a brain. Our bodies are broke down from working. And now we can't do it no more. Some of us had accidents when we were children and we're told, oh, it's going to be perfectly fine. And now you're in that job. It's not fine. Right? So we're going to cut money because that's what it's all about. Tariffs. We got 50,000 acres of tariffs growing. We got plenty of tariffs coming if that's what you want. See, it's my movie. It's my life. It's your guys' madness, not mine. I didn't create it. It was here on Earth before I was even born. So let's have a little fun while we can before all of us are gone. And that's what I would say. Let the team handle it. Let the best of the best. We ain't got time for this shit, Trump. You know that. We got massive disaster coming. It was written in the books. Proven fact. Now you folks have a great day. You Delphiers out there that are just gone completely nuts, trying to use photos and everything of people. Right? We know exactly what's going on down there. If they used Anthony Schott's photo, then that was their part of their plan. All these people been using other people's photos and luring people. It's right in front of their faces. Many were involved. It was a giant ring, and they surrounded themselves with these idiots, clubs, gangs, whatever, secret society. Right? I wonder if Keegan Klein had any photos of certain kids around here. Oh, what's the connection with Evansdale? I'm telling you, I think one of them girls was mistaken identity and might be alive still to this day. If these people were so corrupt and they had people within the police departments and families within, then it's very well whose ever bodies you found down there in Evansdale were not the real girls. And it was all an illusion. Why? They're trafficking them. Why is Delphi so similar to Evansdale and other cases in America? Why you got detectives coming from other states down to Indianapolis or down south in Delphi connecting the dots? I don't know. I would do something. I know they've stole my whole world. Hell, these people are so They've possessed our families. I don't know what they conjured up down south, Trump. I don't know what these people are into down there. I have no idea. Let the team handle it, sir. I wash my hands of it. I don't want nothing to do with it, government. We'll support the team, but I don't want nothing to do with these people created down south. Right? I don't want nothing to do with these Westfall dude and the holder, all this secret society, Jesse Messer and Johnny Field, whatever their names are. Many innocent people were attacked and had nothing to do with Delphi or any of the madness. What they did do was connect the dots to the Delphi madness and the players in the game, and people got pissed and attacked us. Now, you folks have a great day. God bless. This ain't my madness. I didn't cause it, and I ain't taking the blame for it. And they owe me some money, and they'll think about next time trying to take people out that got too close to the case. Here we are, people on disability, and not all right. And they, what did they do? They looked for people to try and take the fall. I had nothing to do with it. You got me mixed up with Johnny Messer down there, or Johnny, whatever his name was that was involved in that case down there. Elvis Fields or Jesse Field, whatever their names were down there. Right? I had nothing to do with that bullshit. And Indiana is liable for it. Right? Hell, where I live, Indiana don't even own it. Michigan does. I don't know if you know about that, but they're battling up here with territories, Trump. Michigan's did a new geological satellite map of Michigan, and comes to find out the old timers were way off, and Michigan actually owns like 20, 30 miles into Indiana. Actually, these Indiana police are out of the police in this little town, LaGrange, are out of jurisdiction. It's actually, I do believe they said it possibly could be Michigan area. I'm not sure. That's a whole thing. That was on the news, Trump. I know you're going to say it's fake news. It ain't fake news. There's plenty of witnesses, plenty of people that made reports. Michigan and Indiana, they both were double dipping in property tax. And these people lost their homes. It was like a plan. It was like a plan. It's just horrible. It's just horrible. Now I know why these veterans are crying. How could this be happening to American people? I don't know. I don't know. But you guys have a great day. God bless. We've had about enough of the Delphi. We know many, 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 many people were involved in the Delphi cover up and madness. You can't put a warrant out for somebody because they just got too close to the truth. It just don't work, and we're tired of your corrupt bullshit in America. Like I said, this will be the greatest country in the world when you solve AIDS, when you solve cancer, when you solve Alzheimer's and many diseases, when you got no homeless, when all your people are feeding and eating properly and clean water and numerous things, then you will be the greatest country in the world. Today, you're pumping out false advertisement. It's not the greatest country in the world because we have death. Once we don't have death, it'll be the greatest country. Once we are at peace and have no wars, and we can concentrate on rebuilding America, and it's going to have to be rebuilt. It's just too far dilapidated. Even our buildings today, skyscrapers and stuff are breaking down over time and pressure. It deteriorates the structure. It loses its stability. And there's a lot of work to be done. Well, God bless America. All glory goes to God. Amen. I got to feed my squirrels. I will be back with an outdoor video. And I'm not getting involved in it, President Trump. FBI, CIA, Homeland, all the other branches. Mother Green and the butt kicking machine. I didn't create this madness down there, down south, and I'm not taking the blame for it. I've been attacked. I'm a victim just like the rest of the people that covered the case. Just like the rest of the people that covered the case. We all were attacked by certain individuals that if you did not agree with what they said, they attacked you. Or their channel or people, attacked you. So I'm not buying it. I don't want no part of it. You got a problem in Indiana? I think you should clean up all the ricin they got stored down there or whatever these people are doing. Even up here, there was like 50 pounds of Castro beans in the lobby a couple years ago or whatever. Right? What the hell are they doing with 50 pounds of Castro beans up here? I would imagine extracting the rice and shit. Propane tanks everywhere in here and everything. Yeah, we caught your little Nazi crew. I'm really sorry. But we caught them. And then we caught the churches that were involved in it. Right? And all the other people. It's just horrible. Hunker down, America. We got troubles coming. Trump, let the team come in and handle the problem. Congress, Senate, the team's coming in Indiana. These guys are bad. Trump even called them in Hell's Angels and everything. It is going to get serious. We're going to have the cameras rolling. Like I said, folks, don't blame me. I didn't create the madness. Their witchery and sorcery and everything. Oh my God, it's just horrible what these people have been doing to me. And so many others. Witches and sorcery. That's no wonder, Trump. Come on, open your eyes. It's no wonder this country's in a hellhole. They don't let this shit happen in other countries. Are you kidding me? They found out you were doing witchery or sorcery or voodoo or any of that shit in these other countries. Good God Almighty. You wouldn't find them people. All right, you folks have a great day. I got to put some peanuts out for these little boogers. These little squirrels are starting to run around all over out there. I'll be back with an outdoor video. Remember, don't fall for this bull crap. Right? They're trying to threaten us. Bikers are after you. I know the mafia ain't after me because I went to bat for the mafia. Right? No way the mafia had anything to do with these girls dying down there. Or any of them teenage girls dying down there. This is some sick thing going on down there. There should be a crater down there, is what there should be. The new Grand Canyon, but there ain't. And they're connecting other areas, Kentucky, Tennessee, and good old boys down there, just gone crazy. It must have been something they sprayed down there or something, or maybe the cannabis. I doubt it's the cannabis. That would be detectable. That would be a dead giveaway, right? But it's something else going on down there. Something magical, witchery, or whatever they call it, sorcery. And X marks the spot. X marks the spot, and the Lord did it. The Lord's the one that put up that giant X over Indiana. It was a giant. Everyone, it's a trail cam, or it's a. What's that? It's a giant X. The Lord X marks the spot. You folks have a great day. You're watching the Johnny Kramer Music Movie Channel. where we take things that are real and make them content in movies. Don't ever sit there and let people tell you that movies are not real. They are real, and they are real occurrences, and they are things that happened in this world. God bless you all. Have a great day. All glory goes to God, King of Kings again. Lord, thank you for another day. Thank you for our daily bread. And all glory goes to God, King of Kings. Amen.